everyone. My name is Lifting Dude. I'm a dude who lifts weights and plays video games poorly to okay. And I have here my buddy, my guest, Whispersinstatic. How's it going, my dude?
Hi, everybody. Thank you for having me, Lifting. I appreciate it. Very, very happy to be here. I appreciate the invite. I'm sorry for how my scheduling has been, man. I know that we've been trying to do this for a bit, and I thank you for having me, dude. I appreciate it.
Dude, you're a busy man, so it's just I'm glad I could even get any time from you at all whatsoever. I understand that I would like it more in the afternoon, but dude, the thing about it is I got you here right now, and I have a superpower.
Wait, you have a superpower?
Yeah. My superpower is the power of unemployment, so my schedule is very flexible.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I'm high-ranked the retro achievements, Doc.
No, dude, and I'm sorry. I know, like I said, I wish we could have done this at a more proper time for you. This is early for me, so like I'm sure as hell know that it's early for you as well.
Oh yeah, I gotta lock my door. Last time I remember, I don't want my dad to come in and start talking about politics in a third world country. So anyways.
It's like, oh, you're having a podcast. Well, let me tell you.
Let me tell you about how Venezuela is like, Dad, no, I don't want to, no!
Power outages in Spain.
It's like, what does this have to do with video games? Nothing. Welcome to the channel. How's it going, QK Josh? Shazam, Retro Rescue.
Welcome in, everybody.
And
appreciate you guys being here.
He said, duck, I must. I hope I said that right. That's the thing that's lacking with me. It's the whole spelling thing. I'm not really good at
it. Don't sweat it too much, man. I am terrible. I can't read and I can't write, so this is why we're VTubers.
The thing about it is I'm able to write okay, but reading is where I lack it. But anyways,
who needs to read? Who needs to read anyways?
All right. So we're going to play some Broforce, and I'm just going to just shoot some questions at you from time to time randomly when we're not pretty much getting completely destroyed.
Sounds good.
Let me do a little bit of setup here.
No worries. I need to start up the game as well.
All right. What you have to do, my amigo. Sam, I would love to hear about politics and fuss. No, nobody wants to hear that. No one wants to hear that. They say they do, but then when you start talking about it, they leave. They leave every time.
Papa dude, that's awesome. Hold on, this game is coming in loud for me.
Yeah, I lowered the volume on my end for 40%.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay. There we go. All right, ready when you are.
Okay.
In the meantime, I would like to say congratulations on the 600 followers on the kick side, dude.
I wasn't even paying attention. It just kind of happened.
It's awesome. No, that's cool, dude. That's freaking amazing, dude. I am super stoked for you. Congratulations, my friend. You totally deserve it.
Okay. Thank you. Highly appreciate it. Anyhow.
Yeah, you got this, Lifting.
Ready for... Oh, yeah. Gotta invite you.
Okay, I was like, I can find you, but I don't know if you want people to know that your name you put on there.
Too late, it already flashed on the screen. Let's go.
Oh, Lordy. All right.
I have a question for you. What's your first memory in gaming, dog?
First memory in gaming. It must have been at an arcade. It must have been Street Fighter. It must have been something Street Fighter. But then now that I think about it, the timeline is kind of messed up. It must have been at an arcade because my dad, he always tells me this story that he took me to an arcade and that I got scared of the big kids playing on the machines. So because he wanted me to, I guess, like, learn from them, I guess, he bought me a Sega Genesis. And so I guess the first game was Sonic?
Ooh.
Sonic the Hedgehog, the original one. Whisper's still scared of the big kids, it's true.
Dog, those Street Fighter boys, man, they got that musk on them. That musk smell that, you know, lets them know that this is my arcade cabinet. You want some? Come get some. I've been with this one quarter for 40 minutes.
Also, there was that whole thing where, like, I think you could smoke in an arcade back in the day, so, like...
Whisper smoker lung static, huh?
Yeah. It's like, hey, were you interested in video games when I took you to that arcade? No, but now I'm smoking 2 packs a day.
No, Daddy, it was not interesting.
But yeah, I vaguely remember going to an arcade very early on, but like I don't remember what they were playing. There was just a lot of people there, and then Sonic. But the weird thing is, I didn't take to it. Like, my dad bought me a console and I had Sonic, but like I didn't take to it. Like, I didn't really like get into it right away, if that makes sense. Yeah. Like, I got it, like it was fun, but like I would die in like Green Hill Zone 1. Like, just okay, that, you know, like that's fun. Like the first level and stuff. It didn't really take off for me until I went to my cousin's house. I tell this story a lot, but bear with me. I went to my cousin's house and he was playing Contra for the NES, and he must have put in the Konami code, because he gave me the second controller and I had so much fun on that one time. I don't know if we beat it, probably not, because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Like I said, I died in Green Hill Zone 1 on Sonic the Hedgehog. So like the idea of me beating Contra as a little kid doesn't sound right, but in my head I think I did. And he just took a backseat. I beat it myself. But like that experience definitely made me more interested. I wanted to play more. And I thank this cousin, which is so funny because he went on to like do military and stuff, like, and I was just like, well, I beat Contra. We're the same.
I beat Contra. I understand your pain with the like, no, that's not what happens when you, so you're telling me when you die, when someone gets hurt, you don't get... No, that doesn't happen.
Like, I beat Contra. That basically means we're the same rank.
Oh. That must have been an awkward conversation.
Oh, man.
It was great game whenever you are, homie.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No.
I don't want to... You joined first because when I tried this earlier, it, like, popped me in.
Okay.
There we go.
See, it did the same thing. And I just have another question. What's the first console you owned, my dude?
It must have been the Sega. Weirdly enough, I think I bought the Nintendo, or my parents. I'm sorry, I didn't have money. I still don't have money. My parents must have bought me like a secondhand Nintendo.
Yeah.
I remember having the Sega. I had a Nintendo, and then I remember getting the Super Nintendo as it was coming out. Because I remember that, like, there was a lot of stuff but those were my main 3 consoles for the longest time. Oh, I forgot how explosive this game is. But the Nintendo was a little bit... There's a sad story tied to the Nintendo. We had it because I wanted to play Contra, of course. I never got... Or I did get Contra, but... Shit, I exploded. Because of how... Look out, he's got a bomb. Because of how, since we got I got Contra, but because it was secondhand, if you guys remember those old consoles, they were really finicky. you know, if they, you know, there was. That's why they were telling, you know, that it became such a customary thing to blow in the cartridges and stuff like that, because the games were really finicky, or sometimes the consoles were. So this specific Nintendo that we bought secondhand, it had this problem where, you know, sometimes, you know, some of you might have gone through this. The game wouldn't start, and the screen would just flash red and blue. And my dad had a little bit of a temper.
Oh.
So we used to live on the second. Lived in some apartments, and we lived in like the second floor. And I remember I have this memory of my mom telling me, "You better get that thing working before your dad comes home from work." And I could not. And I'm not even joking. He got home from work. He looked at the screen, saw that it was like flashing blue and red, and he tossed it out the window.
Why?
He took the Nintendo and literally just flung it out the window. Funny enough, the downstairs neighbors picked it up, fixed it, and it was working like new.
Sorry! I was waiting for you to get it, and you killed me! Oh yeah, first game you ever owned, my dude. Yeah, what's up? It's Alex. How's it going, Richard Rescue?
Like I said, it must have been Sonic. I remember. Oh, okay. So I played this game recently on stream. It wasn't my first game, but it was the second game I owned. It was Green Dog, the beach surfer dude.
Oh.
I played that game recently on stream, but like that game took me back.
Dude, you gotta master that game. You gotta master that game, dog. That's your game, bro. You were dominating that game.
I really should. That one is the first game I ever beat.
Yeah.
Green Dog.
Yeah, angry video game nerd struggled with that one and said the game. It's like, man, this game is terrible, but you just like breezed through it, man. Made Ralph James Ralph look like a chump a little bit.
No, you know what it is with that game? His feet are big, so it's the sprite's feet are really big, so it's hard to gauge exactly where you're supposed to land when platforming, if that makes sense. Like, because like if you're not dead center, he's gonna fall off the platform, which in some cases will you know it leads to a pitfall. I love this game. I don't know if you guys have played Broforce, but it's such a fun game. Like, it's very obviously, you know, heavily influenced by Contra, but also you know, action movies from the 90s and the 80s. Super influenced by that stuff. And I always thought that this was cool how they implemented like a lot of those a lot of these action heroes from my childhood.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I so cool. Like I really like this game. It's hard though. It really is. It's a tough one.
Are we gonna try to save these guys, or what's our plan here?
I mean, we've got lives, but we can always unlock more guys.
This is the one time I want more guys in my life.
Right? Not enough guys.
There's not enough guys. Oh no, you got the worst guy.
I know. This guy. You know what's funny? I never watched any of the MacGyver stuff. I totally missed out on that one.
What game got you freaking hooked on gaming, dog?
Like I said, I think it must have been Contra, but there was so many games. Like, this is why I love retro, because like now I can see a bunch of those games that like, sorry. Okay.
No, I knew you were gonna do that. That's why I was right under there.
Like, I expected you to leave me behind.
No, I'm not leaving you behind. I'm trying to keep you with me, dog.
Oh my god. It's Alex. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Thank you guys so much for popping in. I appreciate y'all. You know what's funny? I've missed a lot of these movies growing up. But to answer your question, Contra was a big one. But I mean, if we're talking, because going back to the arcade scene, I did end up going back again, and I did love, when Tekken 2 came out. Oh man, that was crazy for me. But Street Fighter 2, I was never good at it. I still suck at it. If you guys saw me play that recently, it was. There's just so many games. That's why I like doing retro on my stream, because it gives me a chance to revisit a lot of those like games that I didn't get to master, or I didn't get to like beat all the way, which is nice, to finally maybe not master a game, but at least be able to say like, hey, you know what? If I could go back in time, I could tell those kids at the arcade that I beat this game.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah. Oh, I
died. Got you. Oh, the leg lady.
Oh!
Did you ever watch the movie that's from?
No, I never did. But it's like, it was like a one of those. It was a movie that was supposed to be a joke movie originally, and then they just went all out with it and just said, "Yeah, screw it, we're going to turn it into an action." Just like Machete, another joke movie.
Yeah, it's just like it was just meant to be like this over-the-top thing, and it got so big that it's in a video game. So that's crazy.
What is BSA? Brofooters or something?
No, he's talking about Barbie Seahorse Adventure.
Dude, okay, hear me out. Recently, I went to this one dude's basically retro gaming channel, and he collects RAs. He's pretty much a savage, really up there, like 0.0%. So he makes me look like a chump. And, he was playing freaking Totally Spies and getting a mastery on that. And I'm like, dog, why are you playing Totally Spies to lose a bet? He's like, nah, dog, this game is actually pretty good. I'm like, no way! So I'm just saying, I might be playing some Totally Spies. He's talking about trying to get the submarine. Like the submarine toy. And then he saw that it was like $250 for a toy. He was like, nah, I'm good, bro. Nah, I'm good. I'm not buying this. But I might be playing freaking Totally Spies with this day on the Game Boy Advance. Apparently, it's really good. It's like
there's just those hidden gem games. Like, honestly, Infinite Metal, like he's memeing a little bit, but Barbie Seahorse Adventure. It looks pretty solid. I haven't played it myself, but I did see him playing it. Looks difficult, but fun. Looks like a fun game. For the NES or possibly other. Oh, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah!
Oh my God. Anyways.
Okay.
Big love, Alex.
And I have another question for you. I have many questions for you. We're not even halfway done, but you're doing fantastic, my friend. You're just a wonderful freaking person to talk to.
Oh man, that's very kind.
Oh no, I legitimately mean it, dog. It's always fun talking to you, bro. Even if it's like little stuff, just an excuse to talk to you more. It's even more awesome, I do. But yeah,
that's sweet. Thank you.
Anyhow, what was your favorite gaming era? 16-bit, 8-bit, 32-bit, current? What's your favorite era gaming-wise?
Oh, that's tough. Because, like, I want to say Sega and Super Nintendo, like that era. Oh, that's tough.
That's good.
I love that. I love that, but PS1, something about when that came out, I remember looking at the early PS1 games. I remember watching Gran Turismo, like the first Gran Turismo, which did not age well, by the way. But I remember seeing that and watching the reflections on the car windows and literally thinking to myself, gaming has peaked. This is the highest graphic quality we're ever going to get. That thought crossed my mind. It's so silly now, but it was so true back in the day. I didn't think we were ever going to progress. Like now you'll be playing a game, and if somebody walks in while you're playing a certain game, they won't know the difference. They'll think you're watching a movie or something. It is so crazy where we've gotten to nowadays. But to answer your question, I want to say, for me, it's tough. because I have a lot of memories tied to like the Sega Super Nintendo era. But PS1 was where I really like the Resident Evils came out. Crash Bandicoot was really fun. Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Oh, Metal Gear Solid. Like, holy crap.
Dude, Metal Gear Solid
Like,
1, absolute cinema. I got so mind-effed the whole time. I was so confused at what was going on, but it was a fun ride.
The first time reaching Mantis, Psycho Mantis for me, was like, I had never experienced anything like that, and it was so, like, cathartic to me. Like, it was so, like, it's weird to say this about a video game, but life-changing.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's just like, it definitely set a standard. So, like, I don't know, it's just rough. It's just really tough to like nail it down. I really love video games, and even now, like, there's been some really fun like newer games that, like, you know, I really like I love gaming. Like, gaming has just been so it's so in tune to me. Like, just, you know, it's so weird because I I didn't watch anime until, well, like, I watched growing up. I think I watched, like, you know, some Dragon Ball and, like, you know, Sailor Moon because it was on, but I secretly liked a lot. You know, just like random things. And then, like, I remember, like, in middle school, like, people were being, like, just dumb about it, like, you like that stuff? Ugh, you're weird.
Oh, man.
And, like, so it made me kind of stop. But then I watched, like, something like Bleach, and, like, I was like, oh, this is so cool. This takes me back to, like, you know, the Dragon Ball era, the Dragon Ball Z era and stuff. And, like, that was when I said, you know what? Fuck those guys.
Yeah!
I'm doing what I like. And I think that translated to video gaming as well, because, like, you know, there was just those naysayers. Like, because I was always the kid, like, on my PNG avatar, some of you guys that have seen the full body model, I have an NES controller on my belt buckle. I actually made an NES controller into a belt buckle. I took I gutted it, and I put two pieces of I cut a wire coat hanger.
Bro, that's freaking sick.
Yeah, I made it into a belt buckle with a wire coat hanger, and I wore the hell out of that in high school. I basically embraced everything that I liked from when I was a kid in high school, and like, it's one of those things where, like, you know, when people say just be yourself, and, like, that was me embracing myself, and, like, that's an homage to like me just kind of like spreading my wings a little bit, and, like, so yeah, like, now I still live by that. It's, I don't know, unhealthy obsession has been thrown my way. You know, but whatever.
You like what you like, my friend, and you gotta carry us now. I died.
Okay.
I believe in you, Whisper.
Oh, but I never watched the reboot stuff of the Judge Dredd movies. I heard that it was decent.
Oh, it was pretty good.
The Sylvester Stallone Judge Dredd was, I don't know, I grew up watching it. I loved it so much.
I have a question for you. You know the Sylvester Stallone one. What about the law?
I'm sorry, what?
What about the law? Come on, you know it.
I am the law.
There's a scene where it's like, what about the law? And then freaking Sylvester Stallone's like, Wah! It's like, what the? Why can't you guys say law right? You guys sound like you're all stroking out, man. What's going on?
I am the law. Also, he has that, like, I always wondered, like, why, because he looks like he speaks out of the side of his mouth.
I think he suffered a stroke during that time, that's why.
That's what, honestly, that might answer a lot of questions. That might be it.
Yeah? How you going, Zern?
Infinite says, did you leave the cord on so you could play anytime with the NES? No, I gutted it, unfortunately. I still have it somewhere. I haven't found it, but I have it somewhere. It's in a box somewhere. But I will say that, you know, I was in high school and, like, you know, just dumb and flirty. And I remember girls would be like, Oh, can I play with your buttons? Because it was a working. I mean, it used to be a working controller, so like the buttons were still there. Like you could still press them in and stuff.
So basically, Whisper flirt static.
Yeah.
Oh, you're alive again? No!
Shoot. Damn it, Texas Walker. You were the one. I love the predators in this game.
Yeah.
Predator was really cool. Oh wait, is that true? Is that true, Rescue? I guess Rescue's giving some lore as to why Sylvester Stallone talks like that.
Severe nerves on the side of it. Ooh, yeah, that sucks.
You know what? It's crazy to see people overcome that kind of thing. Like, also, you know, I don't know. Joaquin Phoenix has that cleft lip thing where, you know, his lip was sewn back together as a kid. So like, it's crazy to see people that have those kinds of the situations. They overcome it and even become shit. They even become like you know, famous even after the fact. Like it just, I'm sure that they went through a lot of. I don't think we're gonna do this one. That's a big gap right there.
There goes my hero. Watch him as he dies.
Oh, he's dead.
I'm sorry, I had to do it.
Yeah, I didn't know that story though, Rescue. That's crazy. Makes sense though. I always thought that there was something like that, or but like I thought honestly when dude said he might have had a stroke, I was like, you know what, that makes sense, because you know it does paralyze the side of sometimes paralyzes the side of your face, so it makes sense to me. But yeah, that's crazy. And he became like one of the biggest action heroes of the time. And in different aspects too. I remember Cobra and like just a lot of the stuff. Rambo, of course. Very, very cool.
Anyways, I got another question for you.
Yeah.
Top 3 retro games. What
was that top
what do you consider your top 3 retro games?
Ah, that's tough. For number 1 for me, it's a toss-up. I love Contra, but Sunset Riders is just there's something about. I loved The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. So the Sunset Riders just hits the right nerve for me. So I don't know. Between those two, it's possibly Contra's good though. You put me in a hard spot there. For me, I'm gonna say Sunset Riders because of the it was the first one that I played on an arcade.
You got 3 slots, bro.
Yeah, that's fair. So I think it would be Contra, and then a close second, Sunset Riders, because that's the first game that I ever beat on an arcade machine. So that's a whole other thing as well. Sunset Riders.
That game's amazing, dog.
And then I have to say, Turtles in Time. I'm with arcade.
You really can't go wrong with Turtles in Time. I firmly over it. That's a freaking great freaking game.
Yeah. Sunset Riders is awesome. Needs a remaster. Yes, I would love to see a remaster of it.
Oh,
Shit, I
died immediately.
We got this.
Oh, I'm back.
You're back. There's also a guy down there.
Oh yeah, this will be helpful. Yes. Damn it, game.
See, at least Blade, he can fly across. I don't think she can do that. Wait, is she throwing knives? Nice.
Yo! Let's go!
Let's go. Ah, shit. I think I got coffee on my controller. That's
Okay, and I sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I'm so weird about like stuff being on my controllers.
Oh, I don't blame you. And I have another question on when it comes to gaming. What's your favorite freaking modern day game? Top 3 modern games, games that came out that you're just like, dude, this is like, fuck, this is freaking Kino, bro.
That's rough for me. That's a rough one. Okay. I got one. I don't know about top like where I would like which one I like best, but I really liked Resident Evil 7. I really like where they went with that. I know it's different and maybe people might not like it because of how it deviated from it, but it definitely breathed life back into the Resident Evil franchise. I think 6 was a weird take, and 5 was also a little bit weird, but I think 5 was still kind of okay. 6 was just, I don't know what that was.
6 was just, you just wanted to make a Michael Bay film, man. You just wanted to make a Michael Bay film. And he's like, I want to make a movie. Okay, here's your movie. Oh, okay. Can I play explosions? It's your game. Do whatever. Oh, okay. Just see that thing right there with where it says money? Make it where that thing prints money. Oh, okay, you got it.
Yeah, that was weird. So I like 7 because it maybe it wasn't like a classic Resident Evil game, but it definitely went back to horror roots. RE6 was wild but fun, says Rock Rage. I do agree with you. I have very limited experience with it, but I think 7 I think really just brought back a lot of it revived it definitely revived the franchise. I think it was kind of in a weird spot there for a little bit.
So RD7 freaking RD7. What are the other 2 games that you think are good?
Ooh, damn. I can't think right now. I probably should have thought about this because I figured that this was gonna come up.
If you can't think of anything, it's all right. I could move on to another question, man. I am putting you on the spot a little bit while we're gaming.
No. I guess I have to think about it because the weird thing is I don't play very many modern games. Like I play a lot of indies. So I mean, if we're talking, if I can include indies,
oh yeah,
dude, really liked.
Dude, indies are included, bro. It's everything.
Okay. I really liked it. This is kind of an old game now, but Journey was really interesting to me. It was an indie game, and it was when it was like a PS3 game, PS3 era. So it's getting close to retro now. But the atmosphere was very cool. It had very limited multiplayer stuff. But for what the game was, I think it was very cool, and also the ending was just heart wrenching. I don't know. There was something about that game that really struck a chord with me. Oh no.
Sorry.
Wait, lifting. Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought it disconnected.
It's okay, bro.
But yeah, I'm gonna say Journey just because I can't think of anything, but I really did like that game. I thought that was very intense and very cool. And then geez, I really can't think. I'm gonna say this one just because of how far the genre and the franchise has come. But Grand Theft Auto 5, there was something about it. It made the game more realistic. There was so much stuff to do with it. The game is still flying, by the way.
Oh yeah.
I think that's a weird one to say. Shit, I'm sorry. But like, I really can't think on the top of my head. But like, I do love those 3 games. I think GTA 5 was just so different, and it's still providing content. Like people are still doing fun things with it. I don't know if you guys have ever like looked into like the GTA roleplay stuff that they do. I think it's interesting. I don't know if I would ever get into it, but it looks fun enough to at least try, I think. And yeah, I mean the online play. There's just so many aspects of that game that were really fun.
Yeah, because
that.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Because I have many good memories of GTA Online. Just the only problem was I couldn't bring my PS3 character to the PlayStation 4, and I had to start all over again, which got me out of it because it just became griefing central. But it was a good game still. It's just I didn't like where it was going. But nowadays, I could probably get back into it one of these days, maybe. But I don't know. No.
Can I name an honorable mention? I guess.
Go ahead.
All right. PS3 is in a weird spot for me. Some people say it's retro now. I say that maybe next year, because it's coming up to 20 years. I think is where it's at. And like, I think once it reaches that point, I can call it retro without any side comment on it. But I really loved Metal Gear Solid 4. They had an online mode. It was Metal Gear Online for Metal Gear Solid 4. One of my favorite online experiences that I've ever had, and it's stuck on that. It's stuck on PS3. It is such a sad state of affairs.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, but that was a really fun one. Anyways, that's. What do you feel about the PS3? Is it retro?
The PS3, I say one more year and then we can call it retro. Just let me have this. Let me cope. I know I'm old. I know I was in college when that thing barely came out. I was probably like a sophomore in college. Just let me have this, man.
It's so crazy because I think with the PS3 it's weird because, people make the argument, well, Grand Theft Auto 5 came out for the PS3. So it's like you can't call it retro. But then I played Uncharted, the original Uncharted on the PS3, and I was like, oh, this game is dated as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
It shows its age pretty bad.
The sliding nut punch? Ah, yeah. That's the only move I would do. It's like, my families and friends would watch me play that game and be like, hey, he does the other moves other than the nut punch. I'm like, no, this is good. This is good.
This is the one that matters.
This is the only one that matters. We gotta make sure these people don't reproduce. One nut shot at a time.
Oh, Silver's saying hi from Japan. Welcome in.
Oh! Hello!
Konnichiwa, my friend.
Silver from Japan. Already got to Desimes? I hope I said that right. Do you have any unforgettable stories when you were gaming in general?
Oh man, I guess this one kind of counts. It was before I did any retro achievement. Well, I don't know. There wasn't retro achievements back then or whatever. But like, till this day, I'm not one of those challenge guys. I like it. Like, I wish I was better at stuff, but like, I was never one of those like I'm barely kind of dipping my feet in now that we're doing like retro races and stuff like that. But I was never one of those guys that like, like for instance, play a retro game and try to beat it in with certain conditions. So I remember I was at a buddy's house and the PS1 was already retro by then. So it was like it was recent, but it's been like 10, 15 years now. So, Jesus Christ, it's been that long. Anyways, God, I'm old. But it was the first thing that I did that I thought was kind of interesting. Like I said, I'd never been those challenge run people, so it meant a lot to me. But my friend had gotten his hands on a PS1 with Resident Evil 2, but he only had the Claire disc, right? So it was Resident Evil 1 Claire disc. He also didn't have a memory card.
Oh no!
So it was the only game we had, and we didn't have a memory card, so there was no way to save it. We could have just gone and bought one. Like I said, at this point, the PS1 was retro and stuff, so we could have just gotten one. But it was kind of fun to like just go to my friend's house. Like I would stay over and just kind of hang out. And like he had that game, and so we were just playing to have fun, not really to beat it, because like in my head, like who's gonna beat Resident Evil without a memory card? But I ended up doing it, and it was so funny because like he went to sleep and he had to work like really early, so like I was just kind of up, so like I decided to play it, and I kind of took a nap like mid game, But like when he woke up to start getting ready for work, I was at the end boss, and I just remember like everything was on the line. We were at the final boss. We no way to save or anything. Like we were dying, like almost no health items, and we took the win. And it was just like I remember it was like 5 in the morning, and we were fucking cheering. We were just going nuts when we got to the final thing, like where the end credit scene. Like it was an amazing feeling.
Dude,
like I know that people do that now, and like we didn't even get a good grade because, like I said, I fell asleep like halfway through the playthrough, so we didn't even get a good grade at the end. But like it felt so good to do something like that. I never thought I would be able to do something like that.
But
so,
dude,
yeah.
you got it done in one sitting. You did it without a freaking memory card. Now, there's some speedrunners that are doing that now, but it's just during that time, there's no internet. Nobody knew if it was even possible to do it without a memory card. Nobody knew strats. There was no speedrunner community. It was just bros just having fun playing games.
Yeah, that was really nice. And also, it was a good memory with my friend. You know, I to get a little on the sad side, unfortunately, he's no longer with us. So it's one of those. It's a good memory that I have with my best friend and stuff. And like, I cherish that a lot. So I think yeah. To answer the question, I think that's my favorite gaming, experience like that.
That sounds like an awesome moment to me, man. An unforgettable, awesome moment.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, sorry. Oh, you got on. Nice.
And you just answered another question at the same time, because I was gonna ask you if you ever pulled an all-nighter on a video game, and you just freaking told me.
Yeah,
thank you.
That's the one.
Let's go.
That's the one. But like I think that was a lot of because early games, especially like Super Nintendo era, that kind of thing. Some of those games still didn't have save features. So like it had happened, either that or where you leave your console on all night, which is terrible for it, I imagine. But yeah, just all-nighters. Kind of had to do it that way. My parents were really strict, so the only time I could play was really late night, which screwed up my sleep schedule for school the next day. But yeah, I think all-nighters were just kind of the name of the game. I had to play with no volume. Also, that's another thing. I had to play a lot of the retro games that I play now without any volume, so my parents wouldn't hear that I'm awake. So a lot of the music and stuff, like I'm hearing it for the first time, or possibly like maybe louder than ever. You know what I mean? Like just hiding and trying not to get caught by your parents and stuff. So like a lot of those like NES and Sega era games, like I'm listening to the music like in full HD now.
Oh,
but
I got many questions, but here's another one just for you right now.
Okay.
Did you ever get that? Have you ever found that one holy grail of a game that you basically you were chasing for like years, like a physical copy of anything, or a game that's like really rare? That you
A rare
like
game. I think. Let me think. Oh, yes, actually. Fuck, I forget the name of the game. So that's great. But it was a PS1. I was really into Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and stuff.
Who was
it? Right? I was always chasing. There was this game called, I forget it. It was a PS1 era. It was called, I think it was only in Japanese. I think it was called, like, Dragon Ball Z Fighter 22, something like that.
Oh, that is the name. You got it right. I think that's the name. Dragon Ball Z Fighter 22. He gave some spoilers out to like to GT and stuff.
Yeah, Tournament 22. That's what it was. Yes, the 22. I remember wanting to get my hands on that because I always wanted a Dragon Ball fighter. So honestly, when I saw, I don't know if you guys have played Dragon Ball Fighters or whatever, Fighter Z, whatever that's called.
Oh yeah,
that was everything I wanted as a kid. Like that game, to me, was everything I wanted as a kid, and I still don't have it, which is funny. But But anyways, I finally got my hands on that Fighter 22. I forget the name of it. But like I finally got my hands on it, but it was after my parents had sold all my consoles, so I couldn't even play it. And honestly, it was a Japanese game, so I don't know if I could have even played it on a US. I don't know if I could have even played it on an American PlayStation.
There's a way to modify things to make it where you can play it on there. It's like a hardware mod. It's possible.
Oh, okay.
It's just
it's something that you would need to mod and stuff.
Yeah. Like a hardware mod.
Oof. See, I was always afraid of doing that stuff. I would hear my friends like do that kind of thing for lots of reasons. But like, yeah, modding consoles always made me nervous for some reason.
Okay, I have another question about basically physical media. But what is that one game that's like the one that's like that you say that you think is the crown jewel, the creme of the creme of your games?
Physical media, you mean?
Like physical media, digital. What's that one game that's like the cream of the crop? The freaking best of the best that you personally think that's the game, bro. Everyone should at least be playing this.
I think I'm gonna fall back on my favorite, and I honestly like I wanted this thing for so long, never got it.
Yo, man.
I always wanted an arcade cabinet of Sunset Riders, or Turtles in Time. Again, just falling back on my favorites. But yeah, those two things, I think if I would have gotten at some point, I would have been super happy with. Like I think that's where I would have really gotten something like that. But the thing is, like I said, a lot of my library is very digital. I'm sorry, I just killed you.
It happens. We're gonna be dying here a lot. Don't worry.
Yeah, this game is all dying.
This is explosion the game, bro. I expect explosions.
Why did the helicopter come back? Wait, what?
Yeah, helicopters got kind of pretty much telling us, yeah, we know you're gonna die a lot. Sure, you just don't. We're gonna get you up there.
I personally, but like I said, a lot of my, crown jewel kind of things are more like based off of like memories that I have tied to stuff. Not so much that they're like, oh, it's like the most expensive thing that I could find, or that like I feel is like super rare. It's just those two things. If I would have had them, I would have loved that. Unfortunately, the reason that I'm leaning on having digital libraries now is because, like I said, my mom decided when I first moved out, she decided that, oh, he doesn't need these consoles anymore. I'm gonna sell them to his little cousin, which eventually pawned them off. So that's awesome. But yeah, I all my old consoles, all of my my physical discs and stuff, and like I was very careful with stuff. I still am. Like when it comes to anything, like I try to be very very careful with everything. Make sure that everything's in a sleeve, if not in the original cases, and like that kind of things. Like I would even keep a lot of like the Super Nintendo like boxes and stuff, like the like all of that stuff. I would keep all of that and just try to keep it. But when that happened, I think like something broke in my brain. And it's like I don't want anything anymore. It's all gonna get sold or pawned off. So like, yeah, it put me in a different mindset, I think.
Yeah, it happens. Family members don't understand that what you're holding on to, what they're holding on to is gold, and they just, it's not useful to me. I might as well give it to somebody else who will use it. That sucks. But the thing about it is, with the digital age nowadays, we can get pretty much anything we want now. If you know where where to look at.
Yeah, for sure. Like even, see, like this is why I think it's so weird when we're talking about online experiences. Like, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go. I think it's gonna be a lot weirder for later generations because everything is either live service or tied to like an online thing. So I think, like I said, I had that experience when it came to like that Metal Gear Solid Online. I really love that, by the way. If there's, I know that they tried to bring it back, but I never looked back into it because I just got sad. But yeah, Metal Gear Online for the PS3 was so fun. One of my favorite online experiences. But I think what the point I'm trying to make is that the later generations are gonna have that. They're gonna have, you know, nostalgia for a lot of the online experiences or MMOs, or be that like you know, the shooters and stuff. And there's gonna be like those diehards that are gonna try to keep them alive and stuff. But like eventually, you're not gonna be able to play those like at all. So that's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's the thing that's been kind of annoying me when it comes to the digital online service media, where it's just like everything is games for service.
Yeah,
makes it really tough to, like, you know, go back to the games.
Like I this is controversial in its own way, but I like gacha games. I'm a waifu fanatic. I've always worn that on my sleeve. So like,
what's wrong with gacha games? Just as long as you're being healthy about it, and not like spending your entire paycheck or pretty much putting out your own mortgage on it, you should be fine.
See, this kind of all ties back into what I was talking about. Like, gacha games, at some point, the life service is going to go down.
Freaking MF Bird is like, boo this man! I'm sorry. Why are you booing him? You know he's right! Yeah, I was waiting for that.
I knew that was going to be a controversial take when I started talking about it. Like, damn it. I just see my followers drop. But like, it's one of those things. Like, eventually the game's gonna close, because it's happened to me already. There was some gacha games that I was really into. I'm not gonna name them because I'm not embarrassed, but you guys don't need to know that about me. All right, I'm gonna name the game. Screw it, whatever. I used to play a game called Princess Connect that had a bunch of waifus in it, and it was the first instance where I saw that gacha games close. And if you spent any money, or if you were tied to those characters, if you were like really invested in the character stories or whatever, you're not going to see an end to it. Like, the story didn't find a conclusion, and like that to me like sucks, because like a lot of it was like the story based, and like, you know, the characters, and like just you know, your time with the game, if you put a lot of time into it. Like, there's no way to relive that. I mean, yeah, the game's still going in Japan, and like, there, you know, if you really wanted to play it, you could, you know, download the Japanese and learn Japanese and like go that route. But like, man, who has the time to do all that? But it puts it in a weird spot for me, where as much as I love gacha games, I have to stop myself from getting too attached, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I know that sounds a little weird.
Oh, doesn't sound weird to me, because I admit I got addicted to like pretty much playing this gacha game that was a fighting game called Power Rangers Battle for the Grid or something like that.
Oh, I think I remember that. Yeah.
It was like the first instance I realized that, oh man, no matter what I do, I'm always going to be behind because I don't spend that much.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, it's just, you know, if you're also, that's another thing. If you're really like competitive, that's not a great space to be in.
Oh yeah, that's the problem with me. I'm a little competitive here and there.
Yeah, because if you want to be like top of the charts, that's those like the PvP portions of any gacha game are meant for like people that just want to spend money on the game, and not like just a little money, just like hard dropping like hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, when I realized that, I'm like, oh god, I don't think I could do this.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a question. Have you ever modded or repaired a system?
I opened up a PS3 controller because it had some stick drift, and I fixed the stick drift, but then everything else got screwed up on the controller. So, if you guys remember the PS3 controller, the 6-axis is I think what it was called. It would have that motion control thing, So I fixed the stick drift. I don't even remember what I did. I just remember opening it and like cleaning it out, I think is all I really did to it. So I guess if you can call that a mod or a repair, I guess. I fixed the stick drift problem, but then the 6-axis, the motion control thing was just super wonky after that. I ended up having to buy another controller, so.
Oh.
Yeah, there needs to be a way to stop stick drift. I know that they've been using Hall effect stuff in some things, but I don't know if that's. I think it's still a decently new technology, so I don't know if it's gonna withstand the test of time. But it's nice to see that people are at least looking into it. But yeah, stick drift is just rough, and it. The weird thing about stick drift is that most of the big players like PS, PlayStation, Xbox, even Nintendo, it's notorious that they've had trouble with it. So I'm surprised to see that more third-party controllers or third-party companies are trying more than the actual first-party stuff.
Yeah, it's quite amazing.
Yeah, I as far as modding though, I've never really done anything like that. I'm kind of dumb. I make a mention of this a lot, but I don't know if I have the brain juice to do something like that. Yeah, he's dead now. Through the way of our actions.
Yes. We just gave him that little push.
There you go.
We gave him that push that Hulk Hogan said he likes getting. Push him off the cliff. Or push somebody over the top rope.
You know who I love? Ultimate Warrior.
Ultimate Warrior's dope, but he's just out of his mind. He's a freaking Looney Tune.
The two pilots who have already given the sacrifice. It's like, what are you talking about?
It's like, dog, I just want to watch wrestling. You're talking about sacrificing and destrucity and stuff. I'm confused. What are we talking? I thought we were I'm watching two grown men pretend to hate each other. I thought we were watching wrestling.
UW is so good, though.
What do you think about retro games? Do you think they hold up to this day, or they don't stand a chance to free modern day games?
See, as a streamer, we're in a weird spot because I've recently started to move into like more of a variety thing. I still try to do like the retro stuff. Like I'm part of the VRL, so we're doing the retro races. Oh, do you mind if I shamelessly plug the
you
Mega
plug
Man
away,
race
plug away.
We are having a Mega Man X retro achievement race later tonight at around 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. That is 9 p.m. Eastern. Anybody that is interested, please let me know, but the sooner the better, because we do have to let our hosts know who is joining us. But we're doing Mega Man X for the Super Nintendo. Just a heads up. Sorry for the plug.
No. Don't ever apologizing for plugging. I need to start doing that more, my friend. I am quite terrible at doing plugs. I get shy, okay? I don't know why. I'm loud, I'm obnoxious, I'm bodacious, but then when it comes to plugging things, I'm like, hey, if you want...
Nah, man, you've got a good thing going, dude. I'm a fan on top of a friend. I'm a fan of your stuff, so please plug away. Yeah, I still do. I mean, I still do the retro stuff. But like I do indies. I do more modern games now and stuff. But I did start as a retro gamer, like as exclusively retro streams when I first started streaming. So we've definitely moved away from that. But I still do the retro stuff. But now what's happening is that I'll have a lot more younger people in my streams. You know, people that are playing more modern games or whatever, because I'll play the repos and some of the more multiplayer stuff, focused stuff. So like, I'll have more younger viewers in my stream. And I'll play older games, and they're like, "This looks like shit," and it's like, it hurts my heart to hear it. But like, from their perspective, like, I get it, right? Like, this is gonna ruffle some feathers, and I'm sorry. Before I say this, I want to apologize. I don't mean it. It's just an observation. I didn't play a lot of Atari growing up, but I'll look at Atari graphics and be like, what the fuck is this? You know?
Yeah, that's pretty much pretty much our way of saying, dog. That's basically what the Zoomers are doing, and the new gens. They see our graphics, they look at it, and they go like, "Man, this looks like Atari graphics." But then we just try to explain to them that no, it's actually pretty good for its time.
It's like it's you get into that whole like you're defensive about it, like, oh, you don't understand because of the limitations, like they did the best they could with what like you're having to explain yourself for liking the stuff. And like I'm sure there's really fun Atari games. I've played Centipede, I think. But like, yeah, so like that's how I think of like when I hear that stuff. Like I'll be playing like something that I think looks awesome graphic wise, like Street Fighter or Ninja Turtles, and stuff. And like I'll have that one guy come in and be like, "What the hell are you playing? This is like my grandpa's. This is something my grandpa would play." And it's like, shut up.
You're oof.
No, but like you hold your tongue, of course, and of course I don't mean it. Everybody has their opinions, because like it takes me back to when I would see the Atari graphics. It's rough. It's rough. But like I respect it, because gaming wouldn't be where it is if it wasn't for those early things. Even if we're talking about NES stuff, some NES games look rough.
Oh,
they really do. But like it's charming. It's charming. Like you'll even see indie games trying to emulate a lot of the older games and stuff. And I love seeing that. It's one of the reasons that I really like indie stuff.
Which leads on to my next question. My next shameless plug question. What games do you feel like there's any games out there that are capturing the spirit of retro games like they did in the past, or you think it's like those games they ain't doing it for you, Chief?
Interestingly enough, my favorite, if we're talking like that, my favorite what's the word? My favorite example of that is actually a game that you showed me, dude. Gravity Circuit is amazing. I love what they did with it. It's so cool, and it's bringing the Mega Man X style, almost Ninja Gaiden style gameplay to newer audiences. And I think that's why I think indies are always going to be part of the conversation as far as like retro gaming, like bringing retro gaming to like new players, is those indie games that have that kind of style. I can totally see somebody that has never played a Mega Man game play something like Gravity Circuit, have fun with it, and then look into a Super Nintendo, or like, or even like, what's weird? Even sequels, all that's kind of weird to say, because sequels to things, obviously they deviate, or they have better graphics, or like whatever, they're more modern, right? But sequels also have a way of being like, oh, this is Resident Evil 8? What did the first one look like? You know what I mean? Like, there's always that. Like, so like sequels are a little bit weird, because I think there's just so many of them that like it's weird to say that it's a good thing. But as far as like bringing like those old franchises to like newer players, I think they're necessary. It's just like, that's why I have mixed feelings about the remasters and stuff, because as much as I love Resident Evil 2, that Resident Evil 2 remaster is so good. I really liked that. I feel like Resident Evil 4 remaster was maybe a little unnecessary, but that's just me being old. You know what I mean?
Old man yells at cloud kind of situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man.
Retro Rescue says Octopath Traveler. I never played that one, but I can definitely see, from what I've seen, it definitely looks like those old RPGs. Very, very cool.
All right, now here comes the hardest one. This one's no think, just react. Quick round. Mario vs. Sonic. Go. No think, react.
I'm sorry. What was that? I didn't hear the question.
Fire round. Mario vs. Sonic. Go.
Frick. I'm gonna say Mario.
All right. Cartridge blowing, placebo, or does it work?
It works.
Okay. Favorite boss battle?
You got it. Oh shit, Psycho Mantis.
Oh, I knew it! I knew everybody freaking said either says Psycho Mantis or like, oh man, or like other Metal Gear bosses. It usually tends to be Metal Gear bosses because it's just the freaking cinema. It's just absolute cinema. The cutscenes, the fact that he psychs you out, where he tells you like, Jason brought it up earlier. I saw that when he psychs you out, goes like tells you what game you played by your save data.
Yeah. That was so eerie to me. Like, it was like, how does it know? Like, now it makes sense, right? Like, it was coded into the game. But, like, back then, I was like, I put the controller down. I'm not even joking. Like, I set the controller down because it was, like, vibrating and shit. And I was like, oh, no. I don't like this. But, like, yeah, it was one of those, like, really out-of-the-box ideas. And, like, holy shit, the execution of it was so good. Everything was on the line. Meryl was going crazy. You were trying to save her while the guy was messing with your head. Yeah, it was very. I always point to that one as maybe not the best like fight difficulty wise or but it was such a mind fuck, especially for the time.
Okay, another one. Hardest game you ever beat.
Oh god. Mega Man 1, for some reason. That yellow devil really fucked me up for a long time. Sorry for the cursing.
No. You can curse all you want. It's just, I don't curse because every once in a while kids will be running around in my area. And I do not want to be that kid that dude that says, fuck, shit, ass, motherfucker. But right now they're in school, so I don't have to really worry. But it's like when I start streaming, I start seeing them outside, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well.
Nope. The worst part is they'll see you and then put a face to the yelling.
Yeah, because I usually have my window open. That's the worst part.
Oh, gotcha.
And the reason why I have my window open because if I don't, it gets really stupid hot over here in Cowboy Town.
Yeah, I feel that. I'm in the desert as well, and it's actually kind of hot now, and it's like what? It's almost 11 here, but like, yeah.
Yeah, it's already warming up. I'm really starting to feel like I gotta turn on the AC in a bit.
Yeah, I need to figure that out as well.
Do you got any socials to plug in or anything like that? Any other things that you're doing other than the retro achievements race that we're doing later tonight?
Well, this is more of a community thing. I don't know how fleshed out it is, but I guess I should bring more people into the idea. So we're doing something with the community called Mega May. I don't want to talk about it because I don't know all the details, but I believe it's a Mega Man based event that's going to go on month long. That's all I know about it. If you guys have any more information, if you guys want more information, please reach out to Retro Rescue. Of course, he knows more than everybody, I think, as far as that goes. He's a big Mega Man fan. I'm very kind of new to the idea, I suppose. Like I said, I didn't start beating Mega Man games until I beat Mega Man X. That's about it. But I didn't start beating actual original Mega Man stuff until I started streaming.
Dude, the thing about it is, I remember when you first started playing Mega Man games, you were like, I don't know if I could do this. And I'm like, dog, I believe in you. You got this. You got this. You got that, dog. You're able to beat Contra. You can beat Mega Man.
Oh, man. Yeah, that Mega Man run was rough, man. And I think, as far as this Mega May thing, I'm gonna suck so bad because I don't remember any of the routes or like what bosses beat other bosses or like, you know what I mean? So it's gonna be a rough time for me. And also time wise, I don't know how much I'll be able to dedicate to it, but I will do what I can. I'm gonna be talking about that in the Discord a little bit later because I want to clarify some stuff about that event. It was kind of something that we started talking about, but I don't know if anybody solidified anything. But we'll talk about it in the Discord. In the meantime, I am on Kick, Twitch, Twitter, We also have the Discord where we post some interesting things. If you guys would like to join, of course, I have all of my stuff linked on my socials. But that's pretty much me.
Let me see if I can find your link tree. Where is your link tree? I want to copy it, put it in there.
I believe if you go to my Kick page, I have a link on my About Me section. I could be wrong. I have not looked at my About Me stuff in so long. I probably need to update a lot of that. I'm so bad with streaming, dude. To be honest, like I can get in there and stream, but the setup behind streaming, there's so much to it, and I don't do it. It's so bad of me. My mods hate me, by the way.
What? Did you say your boss hates you?
No, my mods hate me for not getting my shit together.
I don't hate you. I'm one of your mods, and I don't hate you. I just think it's funny.
Yeah, I really should get on that though.
I found your link tree. Okay, let me see if I can post this here. Bam! There's this link tree with all this information right there.
Yeah.
Making it easy. All right, you want to try to complete this level, or do you think you have time to complete this level with me, or do you want to?
We can complete the level at least.
Okay, let's try to complete the level. This time we're gonna try taking the elevator up. How do you? Whoa.
I don't.
That's not going up. That's playing body on shit. Oh, there we go.
While we still have everybody in the chat, any questions from the audience?
No, seriously, feel free to ask. Any question?
Got a little bit of time here.
Yep.
Oh, I'm dead.
Oh god.
Oh, shit. That's what I do. Oh, did they kill? Oh, I thought they killed him. Oh wait, why did you spawn down there? Uh-oh.
Don't worry, I'll figure it out.
Avenge me.
Woo! Yeah, we were literally at the end of the level. You just kept screwing up because we focused on talking. And you think I'm a good gamer? Dude, you're Whispersin carrying, bro. Why do you ignore my love? Yeah.
You are my world, Infinite Metal.
Okay, I think we're gonna return to menu. Quit for now.
Sounds good. Oh, Rescue asks, you can only play one game for the rest of your life. What do you pick? Do you pick your favorite game or prioritize a lengthy game with lots of content and replay value?
If there's only one game I can play, I'll have to say Diablo 2.
That's a good one. That's a good one because I never really delved into Diablo, but I always saw I played enough to know that I like it, but I knew that it was too lengthy and too grindy to really sink my teeth into it. So I think that's a really good one.
Yeah, it's just like it's like infinite possibilities. I heard from other people. There's some people to this day that are still playing it.
I would probably go Nier Automata for reasons.
Dude, that's a good game. And I already know the reasons that you go in there because, you know, I was playing X-Men and there's just like neutrons activated when I was playing with Dazzler. I'm like, I don't know why everybody looks at it. And then all of a sudden it's just like that prominent backside. I was like, oh, that's why people play with this character.
Yeah. Once I realized you could self-destruct the skirt, just peak cinema. Like just
peak cinema, one-handed gaming. And did you want to know something funny? Exactly. There's this one VTuber I know. Her name is like Bodega Rat. She's like on vacation right now, but yesterday she had a full Nier Ultima outfit for her VTuber model, and she was just doing like poses with it while she's playing Nier Ultima and just taking off the skirt and stuff. It was great.
That's awesome.
Just the dedication that some people put into their craft. I love it.
Yeah, that's bringing talking about VTubing in general. Like you see when people are really passionate about what they're doing with it, and like just how much work goes into it. It's so cool. Like I need to step up my game. Whenever I see that, I think I need to step up my game because like there's so much stuff so many avenues that you can take with it, and just like it's fun, and like I'm sure that the audience like appreciates, you know, the work you put into what you do.
Well, this is about. I don't want to take any more of your time, my friend. So I'm about to hit that dusty trail. Thank you for joining me. You made this so easy for me. All I had to do was just ask you a question, and then you just knocked them all out of the park, one after another.
No, man, that's all you, man. You're charismatic and just awesome to talk to, dude. I think I have high hopes for this, and I know that you can pull this off really well. So my hat goes off to you, dude. Thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it. Very cool. But yeah, I just I want to say thank you. I know that, like I said, I made you do this really early because because of my time schedule, and I'm sorry about that.
No, you're good. I just had to explain to everybody in the house, just leave me alone in the morning. It's super fine.
That's fair.
Well,
oh man.
You have a good night, my friend. I'm gonna just close out.
All right, sounds good. I'm gonna hop off the call, but again, Lifting, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us today. If you guys haven't followed Lifting, dude, please give him a follow. He's very, very cool. I love this dude. He's going places, and I'm sure that I don't need to tell you that he's an amazing retro gamer and just an all around awesome person. So thank you for having me, dude. And I'll be messaging you here soon. But I'm gonna hop off the call.
All right. Later.
Bye bye.
Man, that was fun. I didn't expect it to be this easy, man. It's just, you guys are all amazing. You guys made this so easy for me, yo. What the heck? What happened to my dual cast? Whatever. Yeah. Anyhow.